Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Malé, a vacation paradise. After a 4-day stay in the Maldives, it was time to head home. Before entering the airport, passengers were required to undergo a security check. The officer also asked for my flight number before letting me in. Only 5 check-in counters were open for Cathay Pacific, 2 for economy class, 1 for premium economy, and 2 for business. Along with the boarding pass, I was given a lounge invitation and a fast-track invitation. The security check was efficient and soon I arrived airside. There were many duty-free shops selling wines and other souvenirs. This is a relatively small airport with only 6 departure gates and only 1 lounge. It did not take long for me to find the Leeli Lounge, the lounge that Cathay and all other airlines use in Malé. Although the lounge was quite dark and the decor looked a bit dated, it was spacious with many empty chairs during my visit. Furthermore, literatures and magazines from different airlines were available. What surprised me the most was that the chosen U-boat could be found in this lounge. Moving on to the food and beverages, there were mostly cold snacks such as sandwiches and cookies, but some hot dishes like soup and grilled vegetables were also provided. There was only a narrow selection of drinks, soft drinks mainly. Since there was still around an hour before boarding, I relaxed in my seat and watched the recent hit Chinese TV show Story of Yanxi Palace. Around 45 minutes before departure, I reached Gate 5. The Airbus 330-300 was parked next to the gate. The boarding procedure was extremely chaotic, however. Many economy class passengers ignored or did not understand the signage and lined up at the business class queue. Even though the staff tried their best to ask passengers to return to their own queue due to language constraints, many passengers from mainland China did not understand their instructions and made the situation a mess. I sincerely recommend Cathay adding Chinese onto the signages in order to provide clearer boarding instructions. No buses were provided and passengers were to walk on the apron to the plane. I would be flying with VLAP, wearing her new suit in the coming 6 hours. Only business class passengers were allowed to board through door 1, and the ground staff checked my boarding pass before letting me walk up the stairs. Once boarded, I was greeted by the flight purser. The business class cabin was separated into 2 parts by the galley at door 2. My seat was 21K, the last row of the mini business class cabin behind door 2. Cathay's signature reverse herringbone business class seat, introduced in 2011, still looked great after 7 years. Pillows and blankets were preset on all seats. After settling down, the flight attendant came by with welcome drinks. I got a glass of water. Soon after, hot towels were also given out.
Brothers Cathay Pacific Flight 66022 to Hong Kong. Flight deck this evening, senior first officer Josh on boarding. We're pretty much in the front, just waiting for the last 2 passengers and loading of the baggage. But the flying time relatively long, 6 hours and 24 minutes.
After loading the meals, the catering vehicle lifted down with the last cabin door closed, and the aircraft was ready for departure. The amenity kit, along with the menu, were distributed by the flight attendant. Supper would be served, and there was also a choice of light meal for those who preferred to sleep more. The in-flight service manager started the entertainment system immediately after the safety demonstration video. I decided to watch Triumph in the Skies, the TV drama on aviation by HKTVB. Inside the cabinet next to the seat, there was a noise-cancelling headset. Most lights in the cabin were turned off for takeoff and mood lightings were on for passengers to sleep more comfortably. The business class seats were configured in a 1-2-1 layout with a total of 39 seats. The cabin was full today. There was a higher degree of privacy in the mini cabin as there were only 11 passengers. The Discovery magazine, the shop magazine, and a safety instruction card were found in the seat pocket. Inside the amenity kit tailored by 78%, there were a pair of socks, a pair of earplugs, an eye mask, a packet of mouthwash, 3 amenities provided by Jalik, and a set of dental amenities. The Jalik products have been downsized. The in-flight service manager came to the cabin with her iPad. She greeted me as a Marco Polo Club member and handed me this bottle of Evian. Meal service began shortly with nuts and drinks. According to my observation, most passengers chose to sleep and skipped the meal. I asked for a glass of Cafe Delight with some nuts. Cafe Delight is available in all even-numbered months. And something interesting was that the cabin crew spent a few seconds thinking which month it was and asked me whether it was October now. It is still August, I replied. Haha. The meal began with savory dips, followed by a choice between fried chicken with rice and pan-seared sea bass. I had the former. Finally, it ended with a selection of fresh fruits. Everything was served on the same tray. Cheese was also available, but I didn't ask for any. For the light meal, it consisted of a pumpkin soup with breadsticks, a prawn Caesar salad, and some fresh seasonal fruits. Although I felt it weird to have the soup in a mug, the soup tasted great. The ice cream was offered proactively by the cabin crew. It wasn't shown on the menu, but there was actually a choice between strawberry and chocolate ice cream. As always, Movenpick ice cream never disappoints me. Finally, the meal ended with some chocolates, and I picked the raspberry and the caramel sea salt flavors. It was already nearly 1 a.m. in Malé, and I was ready to sleep. I turned the seat into a fully flat bed and had a solid 3.5 hours sleep. After 3.5 hours, I was woken up by the lights in the cabin, and we were already approaching Hong Kong International Airport. It was around 7 a.m. in Hong Kong, and cabin crew walked along the aisles to provide drinks and a hot towel for passengers to refresh themselves. I had another glass of my favorite drink, of course, Cafe Delight. Soon, the cabin was ready for landing, and I turned my seat upright. To sum up, this flight was indeed very lovely. The cabin crew were able to provide very personalized service to me since most passengers were sleeping. The meal was better than expected, and it was my first time having the savory dips and soup in business class. Both did not disappoint me. The seat, the pillow, and the blankets were all very comfortable that I was able to have a deep sleep. The only criticism was the chaotic and disappointing boarding procedure. The airport staff was unable to manage the situation and compromised the benefit for frequent flyers and the business class passengers. The lounge could also have been better, but this could not be decided by Cathay, as that was the only lounge in the airport. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Also leave a comment and check out my other videos. See you soon.